Hey, what's up you guys? After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to the first episode of Gotham Knights. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm going into this with very low expectations, despite the fact that I love Misha Collins, and he is in this show, and I know that he's a great actor. I don't expect this to be good. From everything that I've heard about this show is just, I don't know, man. Like, for example, I think the main character, like main character that we're following is Bruce Wayne's adoptive son, Turner Hayes. I have no idea, like, created for the show, like, were you not allowed to use Dick Grayson? Or Damian Wayne, or Jason Todd, or Tim Drake? Like, who the hell is Turner Hayes? I don't know, man. I don't know. That just kind of really bothered me because, like, you have, like, a plethora of characters you could have used and you created a brand new one. Why? I don't know. And then there's the fact that, you know, Batman is dead, and they think that a bunch of Batman's villains' kids could have possibly killed Batman, which just sounds absolutely absurd to me, because, like, it's Batman. Really? You think some 15-year-old would be able to take out the Dark Knight? I don't know. Look, it might truly surprise me. It might actually be really, really, really good. I have no idea. I'm not expecting it to be good. We're going to watch this together. We're going to have thoughts, feelings, comments. Make sure you leave them below because I'm going to be probably watching this every week. So yeah, now that we're all on the same page, let's get into the episode.
After my parents were murdered, I was adopted by the richest man in the city. He took me in, gave me everything I could want, except the reason why. In a city filled with orphans. Why me? Turns out, that wasn't the only secret he was keeping. He hid from the world who he really was, behind the mask.
I do not like the mask. I feel like I'm going to be overly negative, and I apologize.
But then
I will
again,
try.
So did I.
I will try not to be.
Pretending to fit into a world I didn't belong. But it's only when you're forced to take off the mask that you discover who you really are.
Like, I really want to know why.
Thanks.
Carrie.
I really want to know why they didn't just go with one of the actual adoptive children.
Sorry, I suck.
Why a brand new
Tell
character?
that to all the people here to celebrate you going to state.
I don't know half their names either.
Desecrating your father's house, I see. Carry on.
This place looks like a museum. Had sex with a bank vault.
It's very
Yeah,
small.
not what I was thinking, but yeah, also not incorrect.
As if, like, they wouldn't have triggered anything. Like, I know that they're implying that they just, like, took out the security cameras, but this is Batman.
Focus on our plan, please.
You mean my plan? That includes me, not so patiently waiting for your sister to get the safe open?
Somebody beat me to it.
All right, I don't like that.
There you are, you 38 caliber kitty.
We got paid $100K to steal an old gun.
No, it's the...
She's the one Joe Chili used to pop Bruce Wayne's mom and dad. The barrel's warm.
Why would it be here? I feel like it would be in the Batcave, to be honest, but whatever.
It's been fired recently.
And you've just put your fingerprints all over it, too.
Oh my god.
We've been set up! Go, 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 go!
Gents, you don't want to see this.
Oh, Misha. There's something really weird about the fact that he's Harvey Dent and not Two-Face, and Batman is dead before... Why was he really wearing the mask? Yeah, I don't know. They're like, Batman is dead before you ever became the Two-Face. Also, what is the district attorney doing here? That is what Harvey Dent is, not a cop.
Freeze! Stop right there!
Suspect spotted entering north stairwell. Copy that. Have visual confirmation. North stairwell. North stairwell.
All units, converge on the north stairwell.
South stairwell it is.
Harvey.
Turner.
This doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
your father.
He's a district attorney. Why is he showing up and telling him about this?
So sorry, I don't even know how to tell you this. He's dead.
They've got him doing the gravelly voice again. How long was Bruce your dad? I mean, you've been calling him dad, so presumably a while.
Who did this? I'm gonna pay.
Like, when were your parents killed?
That's what everybody said back then.
Turner, there are gonna be some things coming out about your dad, so I have to ask you this. Did you know he was Batman?
He can't be Batman.
If he was, where is it? Where's the bat suit?
In the Batcave?
He would have told me.
Sometimes parents keep secrets.
I know my dad. And he sure as hell was not sneaking out at night fighting bad guys!
It's gonna be okay.
Well, it's not his fault that you didn't come across his secret earlier and become Robin.
Do you hear that?
Like every other Robin has. Oh, I feel like that's a terrible way for it to, like, appear. You're just leaning there one day and, oh, okay, it's open.
My God.
I see a Batmobile.
It's true.
For years, you knew Bruce Wayne as Gotham's most prominent businessman, and now you know him as the city's savior, Batman. But to me, he was just my dad. He had an entire city to save. And yet he insisted on saving one more, me. When my parents
What, they're
were
all
killed,
going in, guns are blazing? I feel like
gave me
that's
a
a bit
home.
excessive.
He took a scared, broken kid from the worst part of Gotham, raised me as his own. An orphan himself, he was no stranger to how dangerous and cruel the city can be. But instead of retreating into despair, he became a force for justice, a beacon of hope for all to look to when hope seems lost. What he stood for will always live on, because my father believed that each of us could become a light strong enough to defy the darkness.
So far, I don't really like Turner. I don't know. The actors, I don't know.
Turner, I just got word GCPD apprehended the killers. They found them with the money they were paid for the murder.
Seems a bit wooden. And that's okay,
But
it's the
your dad's
first
dead.
episode,
Thought
you know.
might find a little solace knowing that we got him.
No. Not until I know who put them up to it.
Turner, we're gonna find whoever it was.
Are you sure? With no Batman, who's gonna solve the murder of Bruce Wayne?
Well, it's supposed to be Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Barbara Gordon, and Tim Drake, but apparently none of them are here.
I'm gonna go see Harvey. See if
Are you
he's
supposed to
maybe-
be the Alfred?
I'm sure he will keep you apprised.
Maybe I can help him.
That might prove difficult since you'll be in class.
Crest it up.
I will let slide the occasional pillaging of the wine cellar. Truancy is another matter entirely. It's my job now to protect you, even from yourself. Your father had Alfred, you have me. Only I'll try to be a bit more fun now.
Born in Arkham Asylum. In and out of juvie, back in again. Petty theft, assault.
And that's just the stuff you know about. I would like to speak with my legal counsel.
And you shouldn't have shattered her kneecaps.
She shouldn't have tried to get me to plead guilty to something I didn't do.
Got your prints on the gun that killed Bruce Wayne. Not to mention the pile of money we found you with.
I mean, you can literally test her for gun
Testamentos,
residue, but
killings?
okay.
I don't know.
Police found this on you.
So, is it true?
Are you really the Joker's daughter? Is that why you murdered Batman?
You're
I
saying
mean,
I
it
did
should
it for
be
me.
Harley's daughter as well.
And then you're saying I did it out of revenge. So let me get this straight. Somebody paid me to do something that you say I would have happily done for free. I mean, I'm not a big fancy lawyer. I'm just a girl with 2 working kneecaps, but you two might want to get your story straight before you take this to a judge.
I don't know, there's something that I just can't take very seriously about the fact that there's like teenagers, right? And they're being accused of the murder of Batman.
I'm not gonna lie and tell you I'm fine.
The GCPD is throwing everything they have at this.
There's one thing they don't have. A Batcave.
Do you have any idea how powerful this thing is?
No, do you?
Nope. That's what makes me nervous. And a little excited.
You think you can use it to hack into Gotham National Bank?
Never hacked into anything that's secure before. But I've always wanted to try.
But you've hacked into things. Okay, Felicity.
Look, I know what you're doing. Just building trust through performative allyship.
Or maybe I'm just not a dick. And maybe I know that you
But
are
you're
not a killer.
Two-Face.
No. Just desperate for money.
It was me. I'm the one who killed Bruce Wayne. I'll sign whatever confession you want. But my brother walks.
Who paid you the money?
I don't know.
Yeah, she really wants to protect her brother.
Then we don't have a deal.
All we know is that the killers were paid $100 grand in cash.
Let me see if I can run a search for cash withdrawals.
I guess you discovered this?
Yes, I can.
You get into Gotham National Bank?
I'm in all the banks at the same time. Offshore accounts, slush funds, shell corporations. I could do some damage with this thing.
Just give me the name of who paid them. I'll do the rest.
No. Whatever we find, we're turning over to the police. I'm not helping you become some vigilante.
Is that a match?
17 withdrawals over 4 days, same account, exact amount paid to the killers.
Whose account is it?
Yours. This makes it look like the person who paid to have your dad killed is you.
That doesn't make any sense.
I better call the police before the bank does.
I think they already did.
Turner Hayes, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Get him out of those handcuffs.
Harvey, I didn't do this.
Hey, you listen to me. You do not talk to anyone until your dad's lawyers get here. You understand me?
But you're a lawyer.
Listen, I know Turner.
Serial
I
numbers
don't
on the
understand.
Bruce Wayne's account match the ones the suspects were found.
It doesn't make any sense.
What?
Biological parents were murdered, killer never
Oh,
found.
come on, he was just a kid.
Now his adoptive father has gone down. Once is a tragedy, twice is a pattern.
Then what's the motive?
Motive? 3 days before he was murdered, Bruce Wayne made an appointment to alter his last will and testament. Wanted to change the beneficiary. Sounds like a hell of a motive to me.
They think
Why?
I killed my dad because I wanted his money?
Look, you're the sole beneficiary. They could argue that Bruce was planning to cut you out of his will.
You mean you could argue that? You're the DA, right?
Yeah,
You told me
what?
not to say
Okay,
anything
you
without my
are.
attorney.
You
I
okay?
talked
You are the
to
DA.
Cressida.
Then why are
Your
you
dad's
so
lawyer was
involved in?
refusing to represent you.
Everyone thinks I did it.
No, I don't. But I am having a hard time making a case for who did. The night he was killed,
You're
this was found on your father.
Not a detective. That's the detective's job.
Apparently it's a 6th century Athenian coin. Does it mean anything to you?
Court of
Anything at
Owls.
all?
No.
Hey, Court of Owls.
There's a lot of things my dad didn't tell me about.
On your feet.
Hey. Got you.
Oh, look, it's the Bat Brat. I bet you thought it would be easy to frame me, since your pops killed mine. A little history, though.
I don't
Papa
like
J
that.
ditched me and my mom in Arkham before my first tooth came in. When he started banging this little size 2 get-out-of-jail-free card named Harley Quinn. So I would
How
sooner
dare
say
you?
Thank you.
Okay, so you're not Harley's daughter. Good.
And send him flying out a window. I hate my dad. But I guess we have that in common now, don't we? What's the matter? What, you don't talk to the hired help?
I did not pay you to kill my dad.
No, you just paid us to take the fall for it.
You don't know how lucky you are to actually have a dad who cared about you. And you had him killed to what? Speed up that little inheritance of yours?
You don't know anything about me.
Get away from him!
Harper, I don't need you fighting my battles for me, all right?
None.
Then why'd you try and cut a deal to save
Hey,
me?
what deal? What, you gonna say I pulled the trigger?
She didn't have to. Your prints are all over the damn gun.
And they can test the gun residue. They can test to see if you fired a gun recently. Why are they attacking him? He was the one getting attacked.
I'd like my one phone call now, please.
Shouldn't you be using your one phone call to talk to a lawyer or somebody?
Right now, I just want to talk to someone who believes me.
Of course I do.
You always could see past the obvious. When everyone acted like I hit the adoption lottery, you saw that for Bruce Wayne to become my dad, I had to lose 2 parents first. You got me through that.
And now I need you to do it again.
Anything.
You found that smoking gun with the money.
I like her so far.
Find out who put it there.
No pressure, right?
Time's up, Hayes.
You're the only one who can get me out of this stuff.
I just realized it's Stephanie Brown, right? I forgot.
I just want to say, great job back there. With the fight, you made it look so convincing.
That was supposed to be fake.
Well, the punches were real enough.
And much of the feelings behind them.
But we had to lure the cops in somehow. How else could we get our hands on a few of their little trinkets that we can use to get out of these cop locks? We may hate each other, but we hate being dead even more.
What are you talking about? We didn't kill your dad any more than you did.
5 minutes in a cell with you and we knew you didn't have the brains to be the brains behind this frame job.
But whoever is behind it is gonna make sure we have a little accident inside Blackgate.
Because the only way the setup works is if we all end up dead. Unless you want to join us in getting out of here.
All aboard the Blackgate Express.
Let's go.
Time to pick a side.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, you're a
Well,
bit
I'm
obvious.
trying to get these stupid handcuffs undone with this damn pin, and it's not working.
Colin and Harper had no problem getting theirs off.
What?
What's it gonna be about, Brett?
Hang on to something!
I never understand those scenarios. Like, the second you move him, his leg would have moved off of the accelerator.
Hands up.
The second they just passed out, you wouldn't be using your muscles in putting your foot on the accelerator. It would come off.
And if you all don't back off, I'm gonna give him back the bullets!
You're surrounded. We will fire.
Oh, what a coincidence! So will I!
No!
What are you doing?
What my father would want. We can't prove we're not killers by killing someone.
I don't even know she was going to. She was using it as
They
leverage.
don't care if we're innocent.
She's right, you know.
What? He's in on it.
No.
They all are.
That was really obvious.
Your little attempt at escape just made my job a little easier.
Hope Daddy's proud of you.
His hands up is stupid.
No hard feelings, kid.
Harry Kelly. He makes explosions, okay.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Robin.
Wait, I know you.
Why would you just reveal your identity?
From Trey.
What? Why?
We have to go. Now.
What?
Tell me you brought the Batmobile.
No.
Secret identities. What
My
the
mom's
hell?
car.
Excuse me, I am not going anywhere with him.
We have to stick together, or they'll pick us off one by one.
You almost just got us killed.
I know. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
No!
I got Duncan!
So you knew my dad was Batman?
Didn't exactly tell me. Just kind of found out. The Newton gang threw him off the roof of my apartment. I dragged him to safety. Not a bad way to meet your hero. After that, I became his eyes and ears. You can take me deep.
I'll get wrecked.
Called me his little Robin.
You didn't know shit, but she did.
In a way I never will.
I knew him well enough to know that you were the thing he loved most in this world.
Not enough to tell me who he really was.
He didn't want you to follow down that path. You both lost so much. He was so impressed that you never gave into the darkness like he did. Your father may have been a hero to all of Gotham, but he always used to tell me that his hero was you.
Look, unless we all want to be buried next to him, we might want to get the hell out of here.
I want to assure the citizens of Gotham that we are marshaling all of the city's resources to hunt down these fugitives. Harper and Cullen Rowe, the Joker's daughter, and Bruce Wayne's own son, Turner Hayes. As well as
Why didn't you list what her name was? The Joker's daughter. No, it's Dweller.
They'll be looking for us everywhere, so we stick to the high ground. Nobody really knows about this place.
So, what's the plan? We hide up here till they hunt us down?
Nobody really knows about the Batcave either. For that, you have to go to Wayne Tower.
Look around. A bunch of thieves turned fugitives. Joker's delusional daughter. A sidekick. Batman's orphan. We're a lot of things, but we're not cops.
Neither was my dad. Didn't stop him from taking down criminals.
Over here in the back, I'm pretty sure the guy who killed your dad was that detective who tried to do the same to us.
No, I checked. Ford was accounted for at the time of the murder, which means he was just a part of the cover-up.
And he must have been paid a lot to do it. Swiped this from Ford during our escape. The engraving on the back's definitely gonna ding the street value.
We should have just let him kill us, because we're already dead.
Wait, what is that? That was on a coin my dad had.
It's the symbol of the Court of Owls.
And I've checked it out.
They're the ones who really run this city.
I hate the Court of Owls.
No one knows who they are. You don't dare ask, because if you find out, they'll be the last thing you ever see.
How do you know all this?
Because while you were being read bedtime stories, I was listening to the warnings that echoed through the halls of Arkham. Beware the Court of Owls that watches all the time, ruling Gotham from a shadowed perch, behind granite and lime. They watch you at your hearth. They watch you in your bed. Speak not a whispered word of them.
Oh, it's a decapitated head.
For your head.
Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was Gotham Knights Season 1, Episode 1. I personally hate the Court of Owls. Anything to do with them, I'd check out. As in, like, I leave. I'm not interested. I will continue the show, though. But I am curious, for those of you who were a little bit on the fence about the show, does the realization of the Court of Owls make this interesting for you? Because I find them boring, but that doesn't mean that you guys do. I'm curious how you guys felt about this pilot episode. I thought that it was okay. As pilot episodes go, I think that you need to do a lot more to grab your audience, and I don't think it did that. I felt like Dweller was... I feel like this might be a bit harsh to the actress. Maybe this is her first acting gig. I don't know. But I couldn't help but think that she was kind of like Alice. But, like, diet Alice. I didn't really get much from the siblings. I thought Turner was kind of boring, as like his character just seemed a bit boring, to be honest, and his acting is a bit wooden. I liked Stephanie Brown. I believe she's Stephanie Brown. Maybe I'm wrong. But the blonde girl. I liked her, and I liked Kerry Kelly. They were both solid in their performance. And you know what? It's the first episode. Not everyone's, acting is going to be great. Not everyone's chemistry is on par. That's something you just have to build over a season or a series. So maybe, their connection will get better. I don't know. Alright? I really don't. But for me, it was very mediocre. I'm not screaming at my screen asking for more. And maybe that's just because of the Court of Owls. Also, it's so easy to, debunk this whole situation because none of them have fired a gun recently. Well, I guess now no. No, none of them have fired a gun recently, so they just test for gun residue. So that's where I just kind of... The whole thing kind of falls apart when you think of that. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought. And I'll see you in the next one.